could the tables finally be turning? And I say that because apparently Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, if I pronounced that right, is apparently dropped some news that actually might shake things up a tiny bit, or actually a big bit if it goes correctly. And that is because she is apparently thinking about cracking down on people abroad who are all about spreading hate or cheering on terrible acts. She's even pointed fingers at some pro-Palestine protesters, saying they might not actually be after peace in the Middle East. Well, no, that could have fooled me, eh? I'm glad she's finally started to remove her head from her under the table, maybe. But during a chat about the Manchester terror attack, Chris Phillip, the Shadow Home Secretary, asked if she'd use her powers to boot out any foreign nationals with extremist views, even if they haven't broken the law. Which, by the way, I think is an awesome question, because obviously, like many of us, he actually wants to know if she's serious about tackling extremism. Because, of course, whilst I could be wrong, I am pretty sure that her boss or leader of the party, who unfortunately is our Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, did actually used to be a human rights lawyer, so the chance of actually Labour being serious on that, well, it might be a bit wavy, shall we say. Shabana then replied saying there have been loads of arrests and anyone supporting banned groups will face the law. She is apparently looking into immigration powers and has already ramped up deportations of foreign offenders who have committed crimes here. She also has had a go at pro-Palestine protesters, saying that their marches don't really show they want peace. She emphasised that while protesting is a right, it needs to be balanced with everybody's safety. And of course, yes, protests really do actually need to be peaceful, don't they, eh? But Shabana shared that counter-terrorism police and MI5 actually stopped over 40 terror plots since 2017, which of course before Labour got into power, saving countless lives. She also mentioned the rising threat of domestic terrorism and the need to tackle the hate that fuels it, especially anti-Semitism. She also talked about the Manchester attack, where Jihadi al-Shami or Shamim, or whatever you want to call him, called 999, pledging allegiance to Islamic State during his rampage outside a synagogue. Two brave men, Melvin Kravitz and Adrian Dorby, died, unfortunately, trying to actually stop him. Adrian was accidentally shot by police and an investigation, rightfully, is underway. Shabama, if I pronounce her name correctly, confirmed that al-Shami wasn't on the security radar and had been arrested on rape charges and was on bail. 6 people were arrested after the attack, but of course most of those were released without charge. She wrapped it all up apparently by saying that the government won't back down from fighting Islamist extremism. I'm sure that won't pee off too many of her voters, if you know what I mean. Highlighting, of course, that it often harms fellow Muslims too. And everyone has got a stake in this fight, she said. But anyway, what do you all think about this? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos. So make sure you click the subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.